Hello and welcome back to another episode of Overkill Trading. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at your guys' chart requests here from the live chat and also here inside of the Discord. So if you guys are new, we do have a chart request thread right here where you guys can enter your chart requests. We're just going to continue to go down this list. We have all of these requests loaded up in a playlist over here inside of TradingView. And we're just going to continue on down the list. We're getting pretty close to being done. I'm hoping to have all these done here by tomorrow. And then we will go ahead and open it back up for our members. Before we get into chart requests, I just wanted to talk about one chart here real quick, guys. This is the Ethereum to Bitcoin chart. So what this measures is the performance of Ethereum to Bitcoin. So in layman terms, if I'm speaking to you guys like you guys are in 5th grade, when this is going up, altcoins and Ethereum are going up. Right, Ethereum is outperforming Bitcoin when this is going up. Okay, so you can see we got a bunch of signals back here in March and April, and Ethereum had a huge move last year from April all the way up here to August. It completely outperformed Bitcoin, and it's pulled back from August. You can see we got the sell signal right there in September. Okay, it's pulled back for like 8-9 months now. Okay, but you could see we got this dot here in February, and we've been going sideways, but today we're actually breaking out over the 9 EMA. So the 9 EMA is going to be the orange line. So think of that as like the 2-month moving average. When we break up above it like we did here in May, that's normally when the move to the upside happens, right? We can get a green dot, but if we don't break over that 9 EMA, the trend is technically still bearish. You can see we got a couple green dots back here, but we never actually had that breakout, and you're seeing that breakout happen here in the beginning of April, and that's super bullish. We've been talking about these EMAs for a while. Look what it's doing. It's breaking out over the EMAs. Okay, that's the first time that's happened in a while. We did break out back here in December, but that turned out not to be the bottom. We ended up correcting from 0.003 back down here to 0.02. But the fact that this is breaking out is very bullish news. Okay, again, let's just go back to the weekly chart here. Look at when this thing was going up. What was Ethereum doing? Ethereum was absolutely ripping. Ethereum went from in April, when we got our signal there in April, okay, it went from 1,500 all the way up here to 5,000. This was one of the best trades for us last year. And there's a lot of signs right now that this thing is going to continue to move up. What I want to see Ethereum do is get up over like 2,300. If Ethereum can break 2,300, you're going to see another parabolic move to the upside. We got the Clarity Act coming up this month. That's supposed to be dropping. And there's some other catalysts. I think we got Trump speaking tonight at like 6 p.m. Pacific on the war. So if he comes out and gives a speech on how the war is over or something, obviously that could affect the markets. But the markets are looking really good this week, guys. Look at the SPY. The SPY's green this week. So again, the last time to buy stocks, the best time to buy stocks last time, according to our indicator, was back in April. Okay, when this wave was down here. When this wave is down here, that means things are very oversold, right? We've had a dramatic pullback. We pulled back for about 5 weeks in a row, and now we're getting some buyers stepping in here on the SPY at 630. So once the SPY prints that green dot like it did back in April, you should see a reversal back to the upside. And there's just a lot of bullish things forming. I dropped a TikTok today on the VIX. So you can see the last time the VIX topped out was, again, back there in April. So when the VIX tops out, that's when the markets bottom. And we got a topping signal right here on the VIX right now. Again, where did Ethereum bottom back here in April? Okay, where did stocks bottom in 2025? They bottomed in April. Okay, where did the VIX top out at? The VIX topped out here in April. Okay, April, top out, went down. So this is a great place. I told you guys when the VIX is at 30, that's normally a great place to be buying stocks, buying crypto, buying your assets, because again, that means they've pulled back. It's no secret that crypto has pulled back a great amount, right? Just using Ethereum as a reference, right? We called the red dot out. This was the start of the bear market right here in August. Right there at 5,000, it pulled all the way back down here to 1,700. So again, right now we're coming out of despair, in my opinion. We're coming out of despair, right? We've been going down for 8 months. I mean, this came in August, guys. August to March, that's about 9 months. 9 months of going down, 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 down. Okay, 9 months of this. Okay, the bear market has already started. It started back here when we got our signal, right? We've gone down ever since. But now that we got our buy signal, again, I've told you guys in multiple videos, you get like one good time a year to buy your asset. That one good time is when this wave is down here. Okay, given a green dot. You can see for Ethereum, that was in 2023. 2024 was at 2,000. 2025 was right here at 1,500. In 2026, it's right now here in March, April. Okay, we got that signal at 1,900. Okay, so things are looking really bullish, guys. I know it's been a very, very ugly 7-8 months or however long it's been since we topped. Okay, but this is not where you sleep. This is not where you fall asleep, or this is not where you quit. This is where most people quit. Okay, because most people only get involved when things are going really good. We want to buy when things are really bad, when things are very uncertain. We got World War III going on. We got all this stuff in the world. Those are the times we want to be buying, okay? When everyone else is scared, when everyone else is panicked, okay, that's just how it is. When the wave is down here, it's always bad news. Back here in April, it was tariffs, okay? They were screaming about Trump putting tariffs on China. Everyone was so scared. They were like, oh my gosh, everything's going to zero, okay? But we don't listen to the noise. We listen to the indicators. We listen to the data, okay? That green dot was the perfect buy signal back there, just like it was here in 2024 and 2023. And again, we'll see how this turns out, but I got a good feeling the bottom is in here for Ethereum. There's just too many bottoming signals showing right now at 1750. So it'll be interesting to see what Trump says here later in the day. Let's stay updated on that. If you guys hear anything, I don't know that I'm going to listen to that, but if you guys hear anything, obviously we're just going to watch the reaction to the market. But keep it up over here in chat, man. We've been on top of things here. Okay, we've just been in a very boring sideways action consolidation market as of right now, but there are a lot of signs that are pointing to a bottom. So things are looking good. Things are looking really good here. Here's XTAI. So these are you guys' requests over here from the Discord. If you guys have them in the live chat right now, go ahead and drop them. I'll be taking some from there as well. XTAI has a red dot, so this looks like a penny stock. We don't really mess with penny stocks here. So your time to buy was down here at like a $1.40. Here's Galaxy. So Galaxy's down here in the buy zone. We just don't have the signal yet. Again, the last time we got a green dot with the wave down here below the white line was right here in April. That came at 10. It went all the way up to 45. We're sitting right here below that 4-year moving average. So I would just wait for the signal here on Galaxy there. What do we got? Tim, what's going on? Candy, Tim, Mike, Whittaker, Joel, Chris, Dieter from the chat. What's going on, everybody? Hope you guys are having a good Wednesday. It was actually snowing where I'm at today. Pretty gloomy day over here, but hope everyone's doing well. I see a request here from Nike. I did want to talk about Nike here. Nike's been getting absolutely pounded over the last few years. I was looking at this stock today, just seeing how much it's down. It's down from 180 all the way down here to 44. This thing is just getting hammered. This is a falling knife. I mean, they're trading at like a 30 PE ratio. So in reality, the price to earnings, they're still considered expensive. I'd be looking to pick up Nike down here at around 30. Okay, but this thing is in free fall. It is a falling knife. Okay, I don't know where this is going to bottom. I mean, all the technicals are broken here. So I think it's still pretty expensive. $40. I mean, this is the cheapest it's been since back here in 2014. So that's a 12-year low for Nike right now. Lowest price in 12 years. So this is something definitely to be watching, right? Definitely be watching. I think we're a long way away from buying this, but I'd at least want to see it pop up over those EMAs. But they actually beat their earnings, and I mean they got down like 15% today. Very ugly, very big brand, but I just think a 30 PE ratio is a little too expensive. So it's coming down here. Probably 38 would be the next level, but ultimately just wait for the signal. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of Nike's brand. The technicals, I mean, this is just a falling knife right now. So we want to see it at least stabilize and go sideways for a while. And right now you're getting it at a pretty big discount in regards to the in regards to the 4-year average. So if you think Nike's going to make it long term, I think Tim Cook was buying this. Right now it's about 37% below its 4-year average. So you guys know that blue line on our indicator is the 200 EMA. That's the 200 EMA there. Okay, so that's like the 4-year moving average. So you're 37% down below the moving average. Again, I like to reference this cheat sheet over here, right? You got the mean. The mean is the average. When we're below the mean, that means we're in despair, right? We're a falling knife. So you're buying at 37% right now down below the mean, which is interesting. I would just say watch this one. I guess it just depends on how long you are and whether you think they're going to recover or not. But I'm not a fan of Nike. Again, they decided to go woke back here in like 2021, and look what it did to the stock. People just quit buying their stuff because they went woke and had to make these political statements and stuff like that. I instantly got turned off by Nike. I don't think I've ever bought a pair. I always used to buy Nike shoes, but I haven't bought a pair of Nike shoes in a very long time, and I think they're losing market share. So I see one for Algorand in the chat there. Algorand looks good. Algorand actually got the monthly alert. So actually, guys, today is April 1st. So we just got new monthly alerts. So over here inside the Discord, you guys can see the monthly alerts. So these are going to be the most accurate signals that we can get from our indicator. And you can see a bunch of them went off yesterday on some stocks and some crypto. We had DOT, HNT, APT, Orca, GMX, FET, near ABT. Lots of altcoins popping here. Lots of altcoins popping. And then we had some stocks here today. Algorand actually popped this morning, but it faded away. But we had some stocks this morning. S was one I was looking at. GDRX is looking interesting again down here at 2. And a few more of those. You guys can scan through those over there. We also call out the weekly and the daily alerts over here as well. We just had a bunch of daily alerts go off here. We had one on ENPH there. ETHA, that's Ethereum's ETF there. But guys, check out these monthly alerts. Again, Algorand did show one. Look how deep Algorand's wave is here. So if Algorand's going to bottom, it needs to hold on to that low from last month at around 7 cents. But I do like this one. And look at that. It's actually breaking out over those EMAs now. So that is a breakout. That is a breakout over those EMAs. Again, when we're down below these EMAs on the daily chart, okay, we're in a downtrend, okay? But you can see we got the signal here back in March at 8 cents. It's now sitting up here at 10 cents. So that's got a long way to go. I like Algorand a lot right here. I'd be a buyer. We've been a buyer since this March 2nd signal there. And again, the only thing that counters a green dot, oh my God, these altcoins, guys, I can't tell you how bullish these charts look on altcoins. I mean, you even got the MACD crossover down here on Algorand, and this is how a lot of these charts are setting up right now. You got the MACD crossover. Okay, you can see when that crosses over, normally there's a big move up, and you're seeing that here with the green dot. And again, the only thing that invalidates a green dot is a red dot. So if you guys get a green dot, you should just be waiting for the red dot to decide if you should be stopped out or not. As of right now, you should be fully bullish on this asset because of that signal, if you guys are using our strategy. So I like that one a lot. Here's Zeta. Zeta just needs the signal. Again, we like to buy when the blue wave is down here below the white line. That just indicates a bigger drop, right? This thing dropped from 26 down to 10. It's like a 60% drop. Green dot right there. Big rebound from 10 all the way up to 14. So I just wait for the signal there on Zeta. Near's down 14% on this. Doubting to bite the dust and buy Chronos. No, Near looks good, dude. Near has the weekly. Okay, this looks very good. So this one actually has a red dot. So what you can do is set a stop loss at like 110. Okay, if it breaks back down below 110, yeah, I would sell it just because of that red dot. But one thing that Near got today was the monthly. Okay, so that's an even bigger signal that, hey, the bottom is pretty damn close. So what I would do is put a stop loss probably at like, I mean, you can put it at 110 or you can put it down here at like 95 cents or even 85 is the low from February. But this thing's in an uptrend right now. You just want to see it break out. I like to use these EMAs. If we can break out over like 130 and maintain that, it looks good. But guys, don't doubt these monthly signals. These monthly signals don't come around very often. Okay, these are very rare. Look at Bitcoin's chart. Okay, Bitcoin got one here in 2015. Bitcoin's price was $250. This one right here in 2019 was $3,000. This one right here in 2023 was $17,000. Okay, so it took from 2015 to 2019 to get another one of these signals on the monthly. Then it took from 2019 to 2023 to get another one. Okay, so if history repeats itself, we should see Bitcoin's green dot here probably in the next less than a year, right? By 2027. So you got one here, here, and here. But now you're seeing a lot of these altcoins like Near. Okay, I just called out a bunch of these. So Near has one. What else had them? We had LDO, ABT, Atom, RNDR, Axel. And again, on the monthly chart, guys, each one of these candles is 1 month's worth of time. So these come around once every like 4 years. Okay, the last time we got one was right here in September. Okay, and we ended up getting stopped out on that, right? You were stopped out. So again, the red dot came, stopped out, boom, folds, but now you'd be back in if you believe the asset. I like CRO too, though. CRO is one of my favorite cryptocurrencies. That doesn't have the monthly yet, but it sure does look like it's coming. I mean, I just can't believe this drop, guys. This has been one of the nastiest this is the worst drop for Chronos ever. I mean, look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 months. 7 months of red. Okay. It's never gone down for 7 months in a row. It went down for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 months, but then it had a green candle, right? So again, April is normally a very good month for crypto. So we'll see how these charts behave. Again, there has not been this kind of a dip in crypto like ever. I mean, this kind of consecutive dip. I mean, you look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin's gone down for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, last month we closed green, okay, but there's never been 5 months consecutively. I guess right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, went down for 5 months, but then look what happened. Rip. Okay, so again, this has been a brutal drop in crypto, guys. I mean, it has been brutal. We have seen this fear and greed index down here in fear for like almost 80 days now. We've been in fear. Okay, it has just been, we hit all-time lows, meaning the sentiment for crypto has never been worse. Okay, that was back in February. It's never been worse. Okay, so just understand, you guys witness history over these last few months if you guys are still holding on. But this has been a nasty few months ever since we got our signals back here. Again, we called the top of Bitcoin up here at 120, 125, and it's just been melting down. So I think a lot of these alts are going to reverse very hard here in April, and it's going to shock people because people are just so conditioned right now to just thinking, oh, we're going down, a bear market's coming, we've been in a bear market for a long time. Okay, we've been in a bear market since back here in September. So we've been going down, down, down. I don't think we're going to go down for another 7 months. Okay, given the fact that Bitcoin has only ever dipped 5 months in a row like this, like literally one other time that I can see, back here in 2018. That's the first time in, right, since 2018. How long ago was that? 8 years ago? Okay, I don't see us going down for another 8 months like people are talking about. I just don't think it's possible. I think buyers are going to step in and buy these names up, but I don't think Bitcoin's the trade. I'd rather own Ethereum right now, simply because that Ethereum Bitcoin chart just looks very bullish and looks like it wants to have a leg higher. So again, if you're still here, congratulations, because you just witnessed one of the worst dips in crypto history. Some of these stocks have even gotten really beat up. So here we are. I see one in the chat for BX, Blackstone. This looks good. We got our signal back here in March. That was around 105. Okay, that looks good, up above $100. That looks really good. Yeah, we'd be buyers of that name down here, Blackstone. What else we got? TTWO from Moreno. What's going on, brother? This looks good too. Just needs the signal to confirm. We had a signal right here in March. That came around 200. As long as it holds 180, it looks good. Yeah, we'd be a buyer here at this level. I like it right here at the 4 year. So you're buying it at the 4 year average. You can see that blue line is normally where price bounces. Price bounces. We're sitting pretty close. So I think the bottom is in here between 200 and 180. We're probably just going to range here for a little bit, but ultimately we just be looking for that weekly signal. Lots of guys saying Bitcoin's going to 35K. Well, I hope they have all their money on a short position. I'm not going to flip my stance on crypto until these dots flip. Okay, I shorted Bitcoin right here in January and made money. I made like a lot of money off shorting because, again, I just trade the signals. If this dot is green, I am bullish bias. I'm thinking, hey, we're going up. If it flips the red, then yeah, I'll look to short. But I just don't see it right now. I mean, as long as we hold 60K, that low from February, I'm bullish on Bitcoin. Okay, and I'm not trading Bitcoin. I'm fully invested in altcoins right now. I own Ethereum, not Bitcoin. Ethereum, in my opinion, is going to outperform Bitcoin by a ton this year. Douglas says BMNR. Any thoughts? So this is the Ethereum treasury company. So me being bullish on Ethereum right now, I would be bullish on BMNR right now because they own a lot of Ethereum. They're an Ethereum treasury company. Again, the dot is green. So that's telling you that, hey, this level right here at like 16, right, that low from February is the bottom. If we get a red dot, we can flip our stance. But as of right now, I like BNMR a lot. Okay, I'd like to see it break out over 24, but it's looking good. It's looking really good. And again, this is another name that everyone was really excited about. They had a stock split back here, but everyone was really excited about it up here at 200. Now it's down here at 19, and not a lot of people talking about it. But this thing is strictly tied to Ethereum's price. So like I said, if Ethereum can break out over like 2400, you're going to see BMNR go absolutely insane. But with Ethereum where it's at right now, again, we measured this out on the other on I think it was yesterday's stream. If you look at this drop here, so we got the red dot back in December of 2024 at 4,000. It went all the way down to 1,500, right? That was about a 67% dip. Okay, went down about 67%. Okay, if we go up a little bit. Yeah, 67%. Okay, so let's look at this one here from August. You got this one in August. That went down from 5,000 all the way down here to 1,700. So let's measure that. Okay, that's about a 65% dip. So the pullbacks are pretty much the same, right? 65% drop, buyer step in, pump it back up. Because again, everyone, you guys should have seen it when I called this out back in April. It's very similar to what's going on right now. Everyone's calling me an idiot, saying I'm out of my mind. But again, I just go off what the chart says. I don't go off what I think. That's not how I invest. I make logical decisions based on data, not on my feelings or what I think's going to happen, right? Obviously, I want to buy good quality companies, but I want to buy good quality companies at a good time, right? We can all argue that Ethereum is the top altcoin out there. It's the most utilized altcoin. Probably the best fundamentals for any altcoin besides Chainlink. But again, if I'm buying Ethereum up here at 5,000, what good does that do me? Okay, it doesn't do me any good because then I got to wait a long time. I mean, I'm already 8 months in and I'm down 50% on my position. So the people that say technical analysis doesn't matter don't understand how markets move. Because again, you can buy Tesla, right? Say Tesla is the greatest company in the world. Okay, let's say you bought Tesla though back here at $500. Okay, when the wave was way up here and given a red dot in December. Say you bought it up here at 500. Okay, because you thought Tesla was the greatest company in the world. Well, you're not even. That was in 2024. It's 2026 now, 2 years later, and you're not even in profit yet. Like you're still way down, right? You're down about 30% on your investment from back here, right? If you're still holding, okay. This would have been the time to buy Tesla right here back in April. Okay, that is where we want to buy. So we want to buy good companies at good prices. The reason technical analysis matters is it helps you understand, right, whether or not you're getting a fair price, right? We can all argue that a fair price is at the mean. Again, we talk about that 4-year average a lot here, that blue line, okay? That's the 4-year moving average, the average price over 4 years. That's a long time, okay, in regards to investing, okay? So if you're buying it at that, you're getting a discount, or I'm sorry, you're getting a fair price, right? You're buying it at the average, therefore you get a fair price. If you're buying it way off the average, right, you're getting a premium. Okay, if you're buying it below the average, like right here, you're getting a discount. But you have to believe in what you're buying. If you don't believe in the project, you shouldn't be buying it, right? You should be fully convinced Tesla's going to the moon if you're buying Tesla, okay? So, again, technical analysis matters. That's why it matters. Because, again, you could buy the best company in the world, but if you don't buy it at the right price, it doesn't matter. Again, it's been 2 years on your Tesla investment, and you're still down 30%. What good has that done you? If you would have bought it right here, though, you'd be up about 100% because you use technical analysis to plan and time your investment. These aren't bets. These are just educated entries, okay? And again, you should be wanting to hold these things long term, right? Our typical time frame here is 6 months. Some people will say that's not long, but again, I'm willing to hold for 5 years if I have to, right? If it keeps going down, I'm just going to buy more and more and more and more of the asset that I want to own because I believe in it. I'm investing in it, right? You got to think about it kind of like real estate too, right? You're not going to buy a house, right, when things are at all-time highs, watch it go down 50% and then sell the house. You wouldn't do that, right? But with a stock, it's a little easier to do because you have, I mean, I can open up my phone right now and sell all my stocks if I wanted to in the matter of 7 seconds, right? So it's not that easy in real estate, but with stocks, that's the disadvantage. You can let your emotions control your decisions. And again, that's why we use indicators and technical analysis to kind of take the emotion. It's not like we're taking the emotion out of it because, again, it sucks to watch your position sometimes go down 20, 30, 40%, right? Warren Buffett says if you're not prepared to lose 50%, don't even buy it, right? You got to be willing to hold through the down times, okay? As long as we're getting close to the bottom, okay, we're going to be all right. But again, these are 6-month swing trades. These aren't day trades. This is right, April. We got our buy signal in April right there at 220 on Tesla, and our sell signal right there in October. Okay, April to October. That's a 6-7 month hold right there. Okay, it's not a get rich quick overnight deal. It's a buy and hold strategy. So hopefully that makes sense. What's going on, Alan? Welcome to the crew, brother. I see one for XPL. You said XPL's pumping. XPL, is that plasma? I had a buddy tell me about this, but yeah, that's up pretty nicely here. Yeah, dude, these cryptos, man, I'm telling you, dude. I'm telling you, man. April's normally a very bullish month for crypto, and it makes sense. We've gone down, as you guys have seen, for about 7 months in a row. So we're due for a bounce, right? It's like Russian roulette, right? If you're going to bet black every time, even if it's red 7 times in a row, eventually it's going to probably be black, right? So, right, unless the grid goes out or something, then stocks and crypto are going to go to the bottom, but markets always recover. They always have. SBET here. This one's trying to build a base right here at 650. I see one for FSIV. That's Fee Serve. I don't even know how to say it. It's a weird name. But it does have a monthly alert. So last time we got the monthly alert was back here in 2022. That was at $90. It went all the way up to $240. So I had owned this at one point, but something happened right here. I got stopped out, and now they're back down here at 55. So this is literally the best time, according to the indicator, in 4 years to buy this asset. I just don't know enough about these guys. I think they're like a credit union or something like that. Not 100% sure. Their earnings still look okay. I mean, they don't look bad. But, I mean, that's, again, the lowest price. I mean, this is at the 2017 low. So you're buying this at a 10-year low right now. My favorite payment platform buy right now is PayPal. I think PayPal, they make about twice as much money as they do. Twice as much. And, again, they've gotten absolutely hammered here. But FSIV actually has the monthly alert while PayPal doesn't yet. But it looks interesting down here. I mean, if you believe in it, I mean, it's the best time in 10 years to buy it. So if you think they're going to recover, then I would just watch $50. As long as it holds 50, I would say it looks good here. What else we got? Alan says we haven't talked about World Liberty Fi in a while. WLFI. It's probably because it's not going up. That's why people aren't talking about it. People only want to talk about stuff that's going up. But WLFI has the weekly signal here. So if you believe in World Liberty Financial, this looks like a great time to take interest here, or at least take a position on it if you think it's going back up. Above 0.08, this thing looks pretty good, but you do have the buy signal right there on World Liberty. That's the first one it's gotten to since it came out. APLD doesn't have the signal yet. So again, our time to buy APLD was back here back in April. Okay, that came at $4. Again, it went all the way up to 40. That was a huge move. So it's coming into the yearly moving average here. I would just wait for the signal. I mean, you're buying it at the yearly if you're buying it right now. Personally, I like that blue line. I like to buy at the blue line. I did buy some Uber today because, again, we're consolidating right here on that 4-year moving average. I know it doesn't have the signal yet, but it had one back here on the 23rd. That came at around $70. And that's the price I bought at today. So the most recent green dot came at 70. Yes, we got a red dot, but again, the price is still holding here above that 4 years. So I know that buyers stepped in right here at 70. Therefore, I think 70 is a fair price right now. If it goes any lower, I'm probably just going to end up buying more. But that APLD, I would you just need the signal to confirm. Okay, if you're buying it here at the 1 year average, just know that it could probably come down here to 10 to 12 bucks. What else we got? Uber, though, this was a request as well. Yeah, this looks good. I like it bouncing right here near the 4 year. I would say up above 60, about 66, it looks good. Okay, up above 66, it looks pretty good here. If that signal comes this week or next week, you should see that move confirmed. But I like this one. This is another one that's gotten beat up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 months in a row down. Last time that happened was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months right here. And then big rebound. So it's coming into that 4 year average. I think that's at a fair price. I see one for Alibaba. Alibaba is also sitting on its 4 year. So Chinese stocks are actually looking pretty interesting right here. This actually looks good. I like where this is setting up right here around 120. If you believe in Alibaba, and these guys make a ton of money, $40 billion a quarter. They're not no Amazon, but they're definitely Amazon's competitor. A lot of these Chinese stocks are looking interesting. Another one's JD. We got that signal back there at 27. But BABA looks good here. Again, BABA is sitting on that mean. How do we know we're getting a fair price? We look at the mean. We look at the average, the 4 year average. If you're buying it at a 4 year average, right, we can all agree that that's a fair price. Right? I think everyone can agree that's a fair price. Not up here. This isn't a fair price. Again, good quality companies at a good fair price or a discounted price. Right? But I actually really like how BABA's lining up here. It actually looks very interesting. And with all this geopolitical stuff going on, I mean, China, who knows what they're doing? They've been really quiet throughout this whole thing. You haven't heard anything about China these last, I don't know how long it's been. What's it been? A few months, or about a month. This Iran thing's been going on. I haven't heard a peep about China. So it's interesting seeing this pull back here. I would just watch that 120 level and watch for the confirmation of that green dot on the daily there. Watch for a bounce there on BABA this week. Gucci, what's going on, brother? What else we got? Dieter says MNDY, Monday.com. Yuck. That thing is just free falling. Play some Tom Petty. Hey Siri, play Tom Petty. 'Cause I'm free falling. This one's getting shammered. I mean, you're talking about 350 all the way down here to 68. I'd watch for the monthly on this one, but I think there's some better stocks to own. I mean, if you believe in this company, then it really hasn't been a better time to buy. It's at all-time lows. So watch for the green dot there, either on the weekly. I mean, it already has the weekly. I'd probably watch for the monthly on this kind of a move down just because it's lost so many support levels. Right, if it doesn't bounce after this one, after the second one, like if it goes red, or I'm sorry, green, red, green, and then goes to red again, that's not a good sign. That shows extreme weakness. So if it goes green, red, green, normally that's a good place to buy on the second, right? The first and second weekly, okay, add, and then after that, you need to wait for the monthly. Okay, but I don't know much about Monday.com. I'd look for the monthly on that one. Alan says nail. Nail. This one's trying to find a bottom here at 35. This is a home builder stock. We are going into April. I don't know a lot of people buying houses these days, folks. I just don't. But watch for the signal. Okay, it's trying to bottom there at 34. It's stuck in a pretty nasty downtrend. Probably another one I'd look for the monthly on and see where that bounces. Okay, right around 40 looks decent, but I don't know. I'd say think about the fundamentals of where things are at with house prices and stuff. I would say 33 is current support. I mean, we bounced here in 2023, bounced here in October, bounced here in May, and now we're just sitting down here in March. So up above 33, it looks interesting. Again, we just want to wait for our signal, wait for the green dot there on the weekly or the monthly, whichever one you want to play. Again, if you bought here, right here at 51, you should be looking to average down now on this, but it's just stuck in a really nasty downtrend, really nasty. I'm not sure about that one. I definitely wait for the signal. Deft is breaking out here, so that one actually broke out here over the EMAs. That's a pretty big gap up. I would say over 43 cents. This looks good. This is one of those crypto names. This had a pretty nice move there up to $5. That's a pretty big gap up there today. I mean, they pushed that thing straight up. So as long as this holds 43 cents, I like it. Up above 43, I like it. As long as we hold support down here, I think this looks really good. And again, that's a penny stock, but it's also a crypto play. So our target would be up here in the red zone at like $3 to $4, and that's probably going to deeply depend on how crypto does here. If crypto breaks out, these crypto names are gonna fly, right? These are holding companies, meaning they hold a bunch of Solana or Sui or Ethereum, like BMNR. They hold a bunch of Ethereum. So when the price moves up, okay, these holding companies tend to go up as well, and that's a pretty big candle there today. 24% on the day. So normally if something's up 24% like that, you get a big move and you want to get in. I'll normally wait for like the hourly to come down, right? Maybe into the EMAs at like 60 cents. And then again, if my stop loss is down here at like 43, okay, then right, I'm risking 20 cents to the downside per share. That's my risk. So it gapped up. It could come down to 60 and bounce and absolutely get going here. That's a big breakout, though. I mean, if you want to own that one, that's a big breakout there on DEFT. J Blue, this one looks like it's rounding the corner again. Nasty couple of months here. Nasty start to the year from February. Went down from 6 all the way down to about 4. It's around a 40% drop, and now it's trying to turn the corner. So again, you're missing the signal. Our time to buy was back here in November at about $4. Okay, so $4 was our signal. I mean, it went up to 650 and now it's back down to sitting at 450 now, but above 385 it looks good. Above 385 it looks good. Watch for that signal. It is trying to break out over those daily EMAs here, so it's going to be real interesting to see what Trump does tonight in his speech and see if that moves the markets. But again, looking at the charts, things are looking good for April so far. I mean, things are looking really good. Obviously things can change, right? But things from the chart perspective on a macro time frame, if we're looking 1 to 6 months out, are looking good, right? There's going to be some volatility probably in the short term with the war and all that stuff. But again, if you zoom out of the chart, like if you look at Ethereum's chart, it hasn't gone anywhere, right? It feels like we're going down every day, but really we haven't, right? We've been stuck here for 9 weeks, like over 2 months, just sideways, right? We go up, then we go down. We go up, then we go down. Okay, we're in a stealth phase right now, one of these. Okay, so it's boring, right? It's boring, up, down, up, down, up, down. But when this breakout comes, okay, that's when things get exciting. That's when it's like, okay, this is fun now, right? That's when the enthusiasm comes back. Okay, because right now things are down here, and this is where we're supposed to buy as investors. We're supposed to buy. Every famous investor will tell you you buy when things are bad and you sell when they're good. Well, I think we can all agree on multiple indicators, including the fear and greed index, including how much we've dropped in the last 65% down here. Right, not a lot of fun. This is really fun when we're going up. Okay, and eventually this will come back. Just a matter of when. Okay, normally it takes about 6 months to go from here to here. Okay, normally. Not always, but normally. Sometimes you might have to wait 8 months. Sometimes you might have to wait a year. But again, if you're buying good assets, the chances of the wave coming back up here eventually are normally very good. And the longer it stays down here, the more time you get to accumulate it at those prices. So the fact that we're just going sideways here on Ethereum, you've had 9 weeks to just buy more, buy more, buy more, buy more, buy more, right? That's why they call this the stealth phase. Or the smart money phase. Okay, smart money's just, they're buying a little bit every day, every week, every day, every week, continuing to add, right? And then when this comes, and we come back up here, this is where we're going to cash out. Okay, just like on Intel, right? We should have been taking profits on Intel. We were buying Intel down here, okay, back in 2025 at $19. It's up here at 48. I think I sold right here around this red dot, around 37. But yeah, it kept going. But again, our goal should not be to time the top. We just want to be consistent, right? Being consistent in our strategy means we're buying down here and selling when the wave's up here, okay? There's always a chance it can keep going. But if you're buying at 20, selling at 40, that's 100%. You're 2xing your money in the matter of from January up to October. That's about a, what, 9-10 month wait there. So not a lot of other industries you could do that in. And sometimes it might chop around for a long time. But you could have been buying Intel for a long time, for about a year down here at these prices. Bought it right there in May. You could have bought it right here in August. You could have bought it right here in January. Bought it right here in July. And then boom, now you're cashing out. So again, if the wave is up here, we got to be taking some profits, right? We got to be taking some off because it could always correct. Can it keep going? Yes, it can. But it can also do one of these on you. So just being consistent and disciplined, having a strategy, having a plan. If you guys are new, I have a free trading course over here that explains our strategy. It goes over our trading rules here. So everything we do here is based on logic, data, and discipline. All of our investments are for 1 to 6 months out. And this entire strategy is laid out in this free trading course over here inside the Discord. So you can go over there and watch, right? And I explain this entire trading strategy of how we trade these signals. There's also documentation over here that talks about it as well. Again, monthly dot, those monthly dots we talked about today, 1 to 6 months. Okay, 1 to 6 month investments. A weekly alert is a 1 to 6 month investment. Okay, so that course will run you through all the signals and the strategy, but having a plan, right? If you don't want to use our plan, make a plan for yourself and then stick to it. Have the discipline to stick to it no matter what. Okay, because discipline is needed in trading. People lose money because they're not disciplined. You need a strategy. Okay, because when things get bad and emotions run high, it's easy to make bad decisions. That's why sticking to a plan, sticking to a strategy is the most important thing you can do when investing. What else we got? Ondo. Ondo's still looking, I mean, again, very boring, right? We haven't moved from 25 cents in a long time. So the longer we consolidate, normally the bigger the move is. I think the bottom's in here at 20 cents for Ondo. Okay, this thing's looking good. Okay, again, very boring, very choppy. Okay, but we do have our signal. We do have the MACD crossover. So you got an easy stop loss right there at 20 cents on Ondo. Okay, if it breaks 20 cents, you could just look to buy it lower. Okay, stop out and buy it lower. Okay, if you believe it's going back up here to 2, okay, it's not going to matter if you buy it at 26 cents or 20. What else we got? Dieter says, so far my best investment in my life is the $5 I spend on you, my man. Thank you for the advice and support. Hey, man, I'm happy to do it, brother. I'm happy to do it. I'm thankful to God that I am able to give back in a way that is in something that I enjoy doing. Like I truly love being a trader. I love the freedom that it brings. And, you know, the fact that you guys get something out of it. I mean, I've been doing this for almost 10 years now. So I try my best to just show you guys, hey, this is a way, right? It's not the only way to make money in the markets, but a lot of people fail. I failed for a long time, and until I started implementing a strategy, okay, and following and being disciplined, focusing on more of a longer term time frame, like a 6-month time frame, it became much easier to make good decisions, right, inside of the markets, instead of trying to day trade and trying to make the quick gain in here trading a 5-minute chart, right, trying to buy here and then sell here, right. We just don't do that. Okay, we're long-term investors here. Okay, 6 months is a long time for today's age of investors. Okay, a very long time. So 6 months is like the minimum we're willing to wait. Sometimes it takes 8, sometimes it takes 9. And when we're wrong, we know we're wrong really fast. Okay, the signals will tell you when we're wrong fast. Okay, if you get a green dot and the red dot, you just got to use stop losses, right, to protect your capital to the downside. Okay, and if you don't set a stop loss, have a plan to buy it lower, because again, you should believe in what you are buying. Right? Think of these stocks as like houses. You want to buy good, strong, right, firm foundational houses. You don't want to buy houses where the foundation's fallen out, right? They're kind of an old stock that no one uses, or right, kind of a dying business. But sometimes you find stocks like at a very cheap price, like Facebook. Look at this. Look at this monthly alert that came on Facebook back here in 2022. Sometimes you get these opportunities. And Facebook stock went from 400 all the way down here to 87 back here from 2021 to 2023. Do you think people were saying Facebook's the best stock ever down here? It's the greatest, right? You should buy it. People weren't saying that down here. I guarantee you it was, all the news was probably negative. Facebook's a dying business. They're getting sued. They're all this negative stuff is happening to them on a constant basis down here, right? That's, you show the chart. You show me the chart, I'll show you the news. I'll tell you the news if you show me the chart. If the wave is down here, things are not good. People are panicking. People are in fear, right? But if you would have bought Meta down there at 86, I mean, this thing, that would have been a 10x trade from 2022 all the way up there to 2025. I obviously probably would have ended up selling on the first dot right there in May at like 450. But again, you can't never time the top. But if you're buying at 100, selling at 450, that's a 450% move. Okay, and again, this hasn't came around for a long time, this opportunity. Okay, I mean, back here in 2019, 132, all the way up here to 400. So, and look where we're doing. Look what Meta's doing right now. Meta's crossing down below, right below the zero line for the first time since 2022. That's in 4 years. So eventually, this thing's going to find a bottom, print a signal, and we're going to get an opportunity to buy it. Okay, at an interesting price. So, good quality companies at good prices, fair or discounted prices. Okay, that's pretty much our strategy. And we use these indicators to identify where is that fair price, where is that discounted price. Okay, Meta's sitting pretty close to its 4-year average. Okay, that's typically, historically, a good time to buy, right? I don't want to buy Meta up here at 780 when it's down here at 460, when the 4-year average is down here at 460, because I'm getting a premium, right? The indicator's telling you that here, right? You're seeing the separation off the EMA. So hopefully that makes sense. Do I have a funded account? No, I don't. Yeah, and if you guys want to download the indicators, you can do that right here in the Discord. Just click on the trading indicator tab and then click on this link right here, and then everything loads right up into your account. So your screen will look exactly like my screen. It's my entire trading layout. All my indicators, all the settings, everything's set up exactly like mine. So if you have any questions about that, just email me right there. overkill@overkillinvesting.club. What else we got? PRO from Bruno Bones. What's up, brother? Bruno, the OG, is in the chat today. PRO, and he's still requesting PRO. That one got the monthly in March. So what that's telling you is that, hey, this 25-cent level should act as the bottom. So if you were to buy this, if you were to play this signal, you would want to put a stop loss right there at 25. Or just buy it when it hits 25 if you believe in it long term. But you can see it's coming down there, hitting the 27, bouncing, hitting the 27, bouncing. So that tells you that there's some buyers down here setting some orders. So if you believe in this, man, I mean, this is back here at the 2023 lows, 3-year lows, been as high as $354. Again, I don't know what this company, what they do. I don't know if they're a payment processor or what, but if you believe in it, I mean, best time in 3 years to be buying. You're pretty far down below the 4-year too. 4-year average. I mean, you're buying it at a in regards to the 4-year, you're buying it at about a 52%. You're buying it about half off, so you're getting a BOGO sale here on your asset. He says he has some convictions. Go for it, dude. Go for it. I wish I had time to research all these names, like, and see what they are. We actually do have a research tool over here, which I should use more. I use it sometimes, but you said it was PRO. So if you guys use the research tool, you come over here, type in /info, and then type in the ticker. So PRO would be the ticker. So he requested Proppy, which is a cryptocurrency. So Proppy is a decentralized real estate marketplace backed by superior blockchain infrastructure to facilitate real-time unified transaction in order to reduce fraud and redundancy. So a real estate name. It's a $20 million market cap, so it's still pretty small. Do they have staking? Do they have staking? So you can actually see the market cap and all the price action stuff. You can read about it. You can actually click this link, and it'll take you over here to CoinGecko. And you could like look at the chart, and then here's their website. So it looks like title and escrow. Interesting. With Coinbase. Yeah, I mean, it's lowest price in 3 years, brother. Looks interesting. So you just typed in RKLB. So you got to type in /info first, and then the ticker. And then type in, like I could type in Bitcoin, BTC. Okay, so you type in /info, hit enter, and then type in the ticker, and then hit enter. Johnny Crypto says full moon tonight. Can you believe it? Huh. What else we got? Cypher needs the signal here. VITL has the signal down there at 13. Pretty ugly drop there, but again, you're getting the signal down there. So that's telling you, hey, up above 12, it looks good. No Easter deals on the indicator, no. Praise Jesus, though, man. He has risen. STX. STX is still hanging out down here at 20 cents. So that had the signal a couple months ago, or looks like back in February. Yeah, 2 months ago. So again, up above 20 cents, this low over here. I mean, this is looking really good down here. Up above 19 cents, it looks good. If it breaks down below that, right, you're probably going to see some liquidations. But as long as this dot remains green, right, we're bullish on this. And that's on the monthly chart. The weekly's red. So again, if you get the red weekly, you just want to use a stop loss. I'd probably put a stop loss at 17 cents on the stop. If you wanted to use one, or just look to buy it lower on the next signal, depending on your belief in the project. But I mean, that's bouncing at the 2023 low right there. So if that support holds, this thing bounced last time from 20 cents up to $3.20, $3.60. Even if it goes halfway from 22 cents, that's phenomenal. Yeah, Vital looks good up above 12, using that weekly support. Does have the signal. That's a nasty drop. That's a nasty drop. I see one for KAS. Caspa. That one's got the green monthly. Okay, up above 0.025. That looks good. Up above 2.5. That looks good. We need to break out, though. We need to get up over those EMAs. It's attempting to. So I'm just using the low right here on this one. Okay, that's the low right there from February. So it does have the signal here. That came at around about 3 cents. It's sitting at right around 3 cents right now. So you're getting it at the price this last signal came at. I see one for Chainlink. Chainlink. If I miss your guys, just keep putting it in the chat. Just keep dropping it in the chat. I'm just going down these. I'm going to the first one I see. So if I missed yours, just request it again. The chat kind of flows pretty fast here today. which is awesome. The Spartan army is alive and well. Chainlink still looks good over 7. I mean, above 7, as long as this dot holds, that's about to get the MACD crossover. So really good start to the week, up about 6%. That one doesn't have a monthly yet, but again, this is one of the first times in history it's gone down for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 months in a row. It has never gone down for 7 months in a row. First time ever in history. So again, think about Russian roulette. Eventually, right, you're going to have a green candle, and it's starting off the month green here, but I'm just using support down here at 7. I think Chainlink is easily one of the best fundamental plays, right behind Ethereum, if not above Ethereum, in regards to fundamentals. I mean, they are very utilized. They are needed by the banks and for blockchains to communicate with each other. Ethereum and Solana, for them to all communicate with each other, Chainlink needs to be integrated to make transactions and things seamless. They call it the plumbing of crypto, is pretty much what it is. So up above 7, I started buying this at 12. It went down to, I bought more at 8. So I bought here, got my average cost down, and I'm just waiting. All right, I'm just waiting till it comes back up here, and that's where I'll sell. So I think my average cost right now is around $11. Probably somewhere around $11. So I'm still down like what, 15, 20%. That doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me being down 15 to 20%. Because again, I'm not going to sell. I'm not thinking sell till up here. Okay, till we rebound. And this again is the brutalest drop in history on Chainlink. 7 months in a row. 7 months in a row red. You can zoom out of the chart, and there is not another place on this chart where we go down 7 months consecutively. Not another time in history since 2017. So I think this is a very long, drawn-out pullback to flush out the weak hands. But ultimately, when this thing bounces, I think there's going to be a big rebound. It could be 6 to 7 months up next. So I mean, look at this. Last time we went on a big run. I mean, these little 2 candles here aren't much. But look at this thing, 20 cents all the way up to 50, came back to 5, bounced back up to about 30. Okay, so this range right here is a pretty important range. This range down here as well at 5. But Chainlink is growing over the years, and I think it's at a very, very good place historically here under $10. I'm calling this like the Palantir of crypto, right? This is like the Palantir of crypto. Imagine buying Palantir like back here at like $6. I mean, it went all the way up to what, $200. So I do have a feeling that Chainlink is going to be a very big project. Again, I've done my own research on it and everything. It's my largest position. I fully disclose that. And yeah, I just believe in the project. I believe in their technology and the adoption. I mean, they're one of the only companies that are buying back their coins. They have their own reserve where they're buying back their own coins and putting them in a reserve account and not selling them. I mean, that's not a lot of projects are doing that. And they came out and said they have no plans to go public or anything. They're not going to have a stock. It's their coin. So up above 7, I like PLTR. I like Link here, especially with the green dot. That MACD crossover looks like it's coming here, probably in April, probably next week. You're going to get the MACD crossover. So we got Trump speaking here at 6. He's speaking about the Iran stuff. So it's going to be interesting to see how crypto and stuff reacts. I got a feeling it's going to have a knee-jerk reaction to it, but. Again, overall, the technicals, right? You're buying it. We called the top back here in September. You're buying it 70% down from the top. So we were selling it back here. Yeah, we started buying right here at 12. Okay, bought more down here at 8, but still, right? We're targeting up here in this zone to sell. Okay, and when's that going to come? Our time frame normally we look out 1 to 6 months. If we have to wait 8 months, 9 months, 10 months, so be it. What else we got? I see CRM. Okay, that one's trying to find a bottom right here at about set 170. So I have a position on this. I think my stop loss is like 160, 169 or something. Looking for the green dot to pop this week. Nice start to the week here. Would love to see it just hold on to like 170. So up above 170, I like it. Looking for a bounce here. If it breaks down below that 170 level, I most likely will be stopped out. Okay, and that's just right below the low from February. So this green dot is saying, hey, this level right here, right? That is the acting bottom. If that breaks, right, we go lower. Okay, that's when we're stopped out. But if it holds here, that's a pretty nice double bottom for a bounce here on CRM. And then Netflix. So Netflix has actually broke out quite a bit here. Okay, that's actually broke out quite a bit. So up above 90. Okay, up above 90. This one looks good. Okay, 89. That's where we pulled back into. Watch for this one to take off. This one actually broke out over our EMAs here. That EMA ribbon crossed. So again, we just be using the lows of that, like 90. Or you can use the daily support right there at like 860. If it breaks 860, sell it. But as of right now, this looks really good for a breakout. Okay, as long as it holds 86. 86. Okay, I like that for a stop loss there based on the daily. Our target's always up here in the red zone between 120 and 130. Okay, if it breaks down below 86, you could always look to buy more down here at 75. Okay, that would be the bottom of the Fibonacci. If you guys don't know what this tool is, it's a Fibonacci retracement. This is an amazing tool to have. It pairs very well with these EMAs. Again, I'll explain that over there in the Discord under that free course, but it is a phenomenal tool, that Fibonacci retracement tool. There's YouTube videos on it. I think the YouTube video in our course is probably the best one you can watch. It's actually not my video. It's someone else's video that I watched that I was like, man, this guy explains it really good. And again, the course is free, not charging you for that information. But the Fibonacci retracement, if you guys want to research that tool and why it's important, it's a very interesting tool to have along with these moving averages. All right, I got time for a few more here, guys. I got to get my hair cut. Lulu's down here. Again, Lulu's a falling knife, so I would watch for the monthly. It's sitting at its like 10-year low. These clothing companies, I mean, Lululemon, Nike, I mean, I feel like they're just losing hard right now because of tariffs, right? The rising costs in China, things like that, right? I mean, you got to think about those things, you know? I mean, those are bad things. Like they're losing margins. They're having to increase the prices of their pants that are already $150. It's like, who's going to spend $200 on some Lululemon pants? Right? I mean, maybe some of you guys do, or some of you gals do. I do not own any Lululemon, but I mean, it just amazes me how much some people spend on clothes. And I'm not knocking Lululemon's brand, but dang, I'm going to Walmart to get my sweats, okay? You're talking $20 off the rack, if that. You know what I'm saying? Hims, I love Hims, man. Hims is still green. So it's trying to bottom here at 1850. I think it's a great long-term play. It's got the daily alert here today, so 1850 is a big level for it. 1850 is a really big level for it. And again, it's still green, so it's going to be interesting to see how this one closes the week. I like it here at 20. We bought it down here at 15. We actually started buying it up here around 30. They ended up getting a court case against them. It was a weird happening. I don't know if you guys were around for that, but they were getting sued by a company, and then they ended up partnering with a company that was suing them. So they were suing them, then they partnered with them, and their stock went back up. But we were watching the signals the whole time, right? When you saw this, right, we could have been stopped out right here at, I think I was stopped out at like 24. It ended up going all the way down here to 15. Or I can't remember what I was. Maybe I was stopped out at 18. But anyway, got back in at 15, and it got back up to 24. So now it's sitting here, but now the trend is up, right? Now they're not getting sued anymore. They got a very good partnership with the company that was suing them, that was going to cut their throat, and right, everyone's back, right? This is a very nicely growing revenue company. I mean, look at this. Their revenue goes up every single quarter, right? From 480 last year, this quarter was 620. So, right, you're seeing those increase in earnings, and that is telling us that, hey, and they're making key partnerships. That's telling us that, hey, the revenues of this company, right, and it makes sense. Their business model makes sense. It's an online. You can order like your medication and stuff like that. People can order their medications on this app rather than having to go to the doctor, right? Obviously, they need the prescription, but then they just have to go through this company and it like gets sent to them. So they're not having to go to the pharmacy or anything like that. Just with the way things are, I mean, we're so Amazon prone. I mean, I got on Amazon the other day and bought some, and it just blows my mind how easy it is to buy something. It's like, oh, I need this. Okay, Amazon, boop, 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 click. Okay, it's on the way. I mean, that is unbelievable. I mean, it's just something that's just wow. Right. So as I'm looking at this healthcare company, they're kind of adopting that, and who else does that is GoodRx, GDRX, and these guys gave the monthly again here. Okay, they gave the monthly right here at 4. It ended up going back down here to 2, but down here at $2, I don't know what the PE ratio of this company is. Let me look up the PE ratio real quick. Okay, it is. Someone asked me about this the other day. So someone asked me how to look up the PE ratio of a company. So what I do, I use Robinhood to trade stocks. So if you guys don't have a Robinhood account, there's a link in my Discord, or you can just go to robinhood.com. But something to consider when you're investing in these as well, right? You can put this with the trading strategy, right? This is a good fundamental. This is a good fundamental practice when you're looking at a company. So price to earnings ratio. I'm not going to get into what it is, okay? But typically, what Warren Buffett looks for when he's investing in assets is a 15 to 20 PE ratio. Okay, so right now this is sitting at 22, which is pretty close to 20. But sometimes you see these like very outdated. So remember, he says 15 to 20, right? That's just a good generic rule. That's price to earnings. He's pretty much telling you if you're getting it at that, you're getting it at a fair price. So like when I see a monthly alert and we're pretty close to that PE ratio, okay, that's when, right, I consider, right, taking a position on something, because according to Warren Buffett, it's pretty close to a fair price, right? He says 20 is fair. It's sitting at 22, right? You might not be exact every single time, but you can get pretty close. Sitting down here at $2 at a good square number, I mean, given a monthly signal here, it just looks really interesting. It just looks like a really interesting stock down here. I might look to re-enter some options on this just because, again, that signal popped there. And yeah, it just looks interesting down here. So that's how you look up PE ratio. You can also Google it. What is the PE ratio? Or you can chat GPT it. What is the PE ratio of whatever stock you're in? And if it's at around 15 to 20, that's Warren Buffett, the greatest investor of all time, says that's a good fair price. I bought Uber today because Uber's PE ratio is sitting at around 15, which is the lower end of Warren Buffett's, the lower end of his radar, right? 15 to 20 is what he looks for. Uber's sitting at a 15, and it also has, right, green dots popping up way down here. We're into the 4-year, right? A lot of signals going off telling me, hey, this is a good price to buy Uber. So, right, all those things considered, we have to take these into consideration when making investments, because, I mean, these people that get caught up trading meme coins and quick pump and dump penny stocks, I mean, that's not investing, it's gambling. Right? You want to buy good quality assets. You want to treat your investment like you'd be buying a house. Again, you want the foundation to be good. You don't want the foundation to be bad. If you're buying a rental and the foundation sucks, I don't know what you're doing. Okay? That's just not what you do. You want to at least have a good foundation. Foundation comes from fundamentals and utility. I see another request here for TMQ. TMQ. This one doesn't have the weekly yet, but it's trying to find a bottom here at $3. So it's bouncing on the yearly average. I mean, it looks decent. They got earnings coming up, so I just watch for the signal there. But it is trying to make a bottom here at around 320. So 3 looks like fair value. Again, with these penny stocks, it's like a metals company, this gold company. They don't have any earnings yet, so I don't see. You can't even see what they make on their revenue. TMQ. Oh, we just covered TMQ. RZLV. How much did I start with? Man, I started like 9 years ago with probably like $2,000, and then just slowly added to it over time, and yeah, kind of just grew over time over the last 10 years. Just adding paychecks, right? Markets going up, taking profits, taking that out, spending it on real life things like a house and yeah, it's like a savings account, right? It's just like a long-term savings account. And right, we're investing into companies and into projects that we believe in, like you would investing in a house or gold and silver. Like you think that it's going to go up over time. Not just letting it sit in our bank accounts and earn what? What do they pay us? 0.01% in our checking accounts? while they loan it out at 10 times the amount and charge 24% interest. That doesn't seem like a fair deal. Robinhood's awesome. They even pay you 3.5% on the cash you hold there. RZLV, this one looks good. It's got the green dot, so what that's telling you is that, hey, this previous low right here at 2, that's the bottom. Okay, if 2 breaks, we're probably going to come down here to this low at probably around 120 where we bounce back here in April. But that thing's breaking out. It's over the 9 now as well, so you can see that's breaking out over the EMAs there. So got an easy stop loss there based on the daily at 190. And yeah, that one looks like it's going for a ride. That looks good. Resolve AI. That one's on the watch list. I'm going to put that on the green list. I see one for SBET. That one just needs the green dot. This is another Ethereum treasury company, I'm pretty sure. But that one needs a signal. Up above 5, it looks pretty good, but it's still stuck. I want to see it break out over that 9 EMA. Get up over these EMAs here to confirm the bottom. Okay, because that's given some. That gave a signal right there at 8, and now around 650. So again, buying at 8, buying at 650, waiting for it to come back up here to sell. If I was going to buy a Ethereum treasury company, I'd probably go with Bitmine, BMNR. This one's got Tom Lee backing it at least, and a lot more attention on this one than SBET. SBET kind of fell off. A lot of people still talking about BMNR down here at 20, which is a good sign. How long have I used my indicator? I mean, honestly, I just added these EMAs recently to it, so it's kind of an ever-changing thing. Like, I've added things over time. Before, I just used to use the EMAs, and I didn't use a MACD. You know, I didn't use these EMA ribbons or the Fibonacci. But as I learned about more tools and was able to integrate it into one layout, that's kind of when things change, because it's bad to just rely on one indicator, right? You want to see multiple things happening, like we pointed out on what was it, Ethereum. So like Ethereum, you can see the MACD's about to cross over, which is a bullish indication, right? We could say that's going to probably happen next week, right? Because we got the signal here, okay, and that's on the daily, and then the weekly looks like it's probably going to happen here in the next couple of weeks. And with that green dot, right, so you're taking that into consideration all while looking at the averages as well, right? You can buy a green dot, right, up here, okay, like this one right here in February, you got that. That was at 2,600, but look how far it was off of the EMA. So it just wasn't a good time to invest. So if you don't have those EMAs to reference, right, where these signals are coming at in regards to the averages, sometimes they can be conflicting, because not every green dot is a good dot, right? Like this one right here in July was not a good one in 2024. Okay, it was too far off the 4-year. We want to buy these close to that 4-year, right? Close to that average or below it. Below it's even better. Buying Ethereum down here at 1,500 last year was awesome. Okay, we were loading up in this range down here, and we were buying more in this range as well because we were sitting right on the average. Boom. Okay, so it's just kind of an evolving thing. And again, you can download my whole trading layout right now over here in the trading indicator tab and get all of them. And you guys get access to updates and stuff like that. So if I add something, all you got to do is send an email. Like if you don't have these EMA ribbons that I added, I think like 3 weeks ago, okay, you could send an email and I'll send you a new link so you can re-download it, okay, the most updated version. So I don't know if that answers your question, but it's all just kind of came together over time, right? You learn about certain indicators and you learn to use them, and right, you guys can add indicators into this layout, right? You can add your own other ones that you might use. I also use volume as well. Okay, I like to look at the volume sometimes. So it's just kind of a thing that's developed over time. I see one from Dieter for XCN. This is going to be the last one today, guys. I got to go get my hair cut here. XCN's looking good here. Still above 4 cents. Nothing's changed. It's got a red dot here on the weekly, but up above 0.004, it looks good. Still staking that one at, I believe, what is it, around 26, 27% APY right now. Okay, this thing's been as high as around 5 cents. I love it here. Okay, it's down 99% from where it was. Okay, just collecting that APY right now. Okay, but 4 cents, 0.004 is a big level. If it goes any lower, you just got to look to buy more. That monthly hasn't popped either yet, but it is green to start the month, and it's been above that 0.004 level for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 months now. So consolidating here. Again, time to sell was right here back in June. Okay. Now we haven't got the signal yet on the monthly yet, but we do have it. We did have one here on the weekly, and we had one here as well. So as long as this level holds right now, that's the macro support. If that breaks, we'll probably look to buy it right down here around 0.0025. But it's a long play for me. I think they got some very strong fundamentals. And it's trading at half a penny right now. And they're listed on Robinhood, which is very interesting because Robinhood only has about 30 to 40 names that they actually offer. So interesting stuff. Hey, we'll leave it there today. We're going to continue to, we'll knock the rest of these out tomorrow. We got SoFi on here tomorrow, Circle, SMR. We got GME, ADA, Google, and we'll take some more from the chat tomorrow as well. So appreciate you guys tuning in today. I got to run and get my hair cut. God bless you guys. We'll see you tomorrow. We are live here every single day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, right here on YouTube. If you guys got any questions or anything, just holler at us over here inside of the Discord. We got support chat. That link's down in the description. Hope you guys have a great evening. God bless you all. If I missed yours, show up tomorrow. We'll cover it. And until then.